Students, once again, now today we are going to discuss the distinguishing test for the primary, secondary, and the tertiary alcohol. What we can do? Distinguishing test. Must see all of you. Distinguishing test for primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol. Okay, so when we are going to do these tests, then what is what is going to happening over there? Okay, you see it. We will do it one by one. Here is number one test is there, beta Lucas test. Okay, and number two is here Victor Mayer test. Victor Mayer's test. Number three is here oxidation. बेटा ऑक्सीडेशन ऑलरेडी हम करके आ चुके हैं. बाय दैट वी कैन डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी एंड टर्शरी alcohol. Okay, then reduction with the copper metal, reduction with copper metal. Then last one is here iodoform test, which is very important. Iodoform test. So I am repeating you once again what to do there. क्या करना है हमने इसमें? Number one Lucas test, number two Victor Mayer test, number three oxidation, number four is reduction with the copper, number five is iodoform test. So we have to do these all tests one by one. Okay, you see please. Number one, I am going to do there Lucas test. What test is here, beta? Lucas test. And beta, in the Lucas test, just remember one thing. First of all, Lucas reagent. What is the Lucas reagent? Lucas reagent is equimolar mixture of HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2. HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2. This is called Lucas. This is called Lucas reagent. Okay, and here's equimolar है बेटा दोनों की concentration. Just remember equimolar HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2. Clear? Now after that what to do there? ठीक है, हमने क्या करना है इसमें Lucas reagent में? You must see all of you. Now we can give its reaction with the primary, secondary, and the tertiary alcohol. Okay, suppose I am writing there simple reaction. See, this is the alcohol. This can be any alcohol, primary, secondary, or tertiary, with HCl in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3. And what you will get over there, but as you know very well, water has been removed from there. Then this is okay, and see what we are going to do there, or what we will write. They are saying if the alcohol is primary, which alcohol is there, we start from the tertiary. If the alcohol is tertiary, then turbidity will appear. Then turbidity will appear immediately. Turbidity appears immediately. If this is a secondary, then turbidity appear within 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes. And if it is primary, then turbidity appears only upon heating. Once again, I will tell you, if it is a tertiary alcohol, if it is a tertiary alcohol, then turbidity appears immediately. Okay, and if it is secondary alcohol, then turbidity will appear within 5 minutes. If it is primary, then it will be upon the heating only. And one thing more, beta, might be you not getting what is the meaning of turbidity. Beta, turbidity means just like you can consider a milkiness. What is it? Milkiness is here. Okay, that in the solution there is little bit milkiness, that is called turbidity. Okay, and that turbidity will appear very easily or immediately in the tertiary alcohol. So like this way we can distinguish between primary, secondary and the tertiary alcohol by the by the Lucas test. Okay student, now we are moving towards second one, that is a Victor-Mayer test. What is it, beta? Victor-Mayer test is very important. And in the Victor-Mayer test, what to do there, all of you see there very carefully in this test. Again we have to distinguish between primary, secondary and the tertiary. Suppose like this way, 3 column I am making over there. All the students, please see it very carefully. Suppose here I am writing the primary alcohol, that is RCH2OH, and here I am writing secondary alcohol, and here I am writing tertiary alcohol. Secondary alcohol formula will be R2CHOH and tertiary alcohol will be R3COH. Now what to do there? We are giving its reaction with the phosphorus and the I2. Same way here, beta. P plus I2. Okay student, now what to do there, beta? Here at the place of OH, at this place of OH, what is going to come over there? Halogen will come. ये बन जाएगा RCH2I, और यहाँ पर क्या बन जाएगा? R2CHI, and there it is R3CI. Clear? Now after that we are going to give this reaction. We are going to give this reaction with the AgNO2. With the what, beta? With the AgNO2. Here also AgNO2. Here also AgNO2. And what the product you will get over there? You will get there, remove this iodine from there, everywhere. And what you will get there? Here RCH2 NO2, and here it is, in this case R2CH NO2, and here R3CNO2. Clear? I hope so. Up to here you have written there. Okay student, now after making this RCH2NO2, we are giving its further reaction. You must see, all of you. After that, my space is not there, that is why I am rubbing the upper portion. Okay, there also I am rubbing. And see, all of you very carefully, this after making this NO2, what will be the next one that we have to see over there? All of you please see it very carefully. Now in this case, okay, you must see, all of you, what we are going to do there. This is RCH2NO2. We are giving its reaction with the HNO2. With what? With the HNO. You will go forward only, ठीक है? HNO2. तो HNO2 से क्या करोगे, क्या बन जाएगा हमारे पास? Yes, but there will be the removal of the water molecule. Okay, what will be the removal? Removal of the water molecule means I will show you what to do there. There is a H2 there is a H2 and one oxygen will go from there, means water has been removed from there. Then what is left there? There is a NOH is left, one oxygen gone from there and one H is gone from there. And what is coming over there, the product? RC double bond NOH, then NO2. And just remember one thing, wherever double bond NOH is there, okay, that is always called, wherever double bond NOH is there, this is called oxime, and here it is called nitrolic acid. What do you call it? Its name is nitrolic acid. क्या नेम है इसका? नाइट्रोलिक एसिड. And it is blood red color when made alkaline. What is its color from the primary? Again I am writing over there. In case of primary, just remember its color name is blood red color when made alkaline. Now I am moving towards the secondary. Where I am moving towards the secondary. Now you see in the secondary beta, HNO2 we have done. Again we have to remove the water molecule from there. क्या करना है हमने? Water molecule means H, this H, and one oxygen from there only. So what is left there? Only NO is left. What is left? Only NO. Then product will be R2CNO2 and along with that NO. Okay, and beta, this is called pseudonitrile. What do you call it? This is called PSEUDO, pseudonitrile. And one thing more I will tell you, it is having a blue color with the alkali. Which color is here? Blue color with the alkali. Now we are on tertiary. Now you see, when we are going with the tertiary, now you see in this carbon no hydrogen. In this carbon there is no hydrogen. So that is why what you will write there, no reaction. Here no reaction will be there. After that, but what is there? No reaction. So what you will write there here, simply it is a colorless solution. Once again I am telling you, in a primary alcohol, what you will get? Blood red color when made alkaline. Okay, and last product was there nitrolic acid. In a secondary alcohol, last product was pseudonitrile. This is called pseudonitrile. Its color was blue color with the alkali. Last one, there is no hydrogen, that is why no reaction, it is a colorless solution. So this is the distinction between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol by the Victor Meyer test. Okay student. Now after that beta, we have to do a reaction with the copper. क्या करनी है? मैंने बताया था आपको, reaction with the copper. अब copper से क्या करना है बेटा हमने? Again with the copper we have to distinguish between primary, secondary and the tertiary alcohol. क्या करना है? With the primary, secondary and the tertiary alcohol. Okay, you see please all of you. With the copper. Okay, you must see all of you. Suppose here I am writing there CH3 CH2OH. This is a primary alcohol. I am giving the reaction with the copper, 573 Kelvin, and what you are going to get over there in this case. Sorry, once again I will tell you what is there. CH3 CH2OH in the presence of copper, 573 Kelvin. Then what you will get over there in this case? And simply H2 we can remove. And after the removing of H2, what you will get over there? CH3 C double bond O plus H2. Okay, and this is called aldehyde. What do you call it? Yeah, you call it aldehyde. Okay, copper with the 573 Kelvin, and this is the primary alcohol. And just student, remember one thing: wherever you simply remove the hydrogen, that is called dehydrogenation. What do you call it? Dehydrogenation. Okay, then after that we have to do with the secondary alcohol. With the secondary alcohol, you see must there is the OH. Then in the presence of copper, 573 Kelvin temperature, and what to do there? Again there is a removal of hydrogen, and what you will get over there? CH3 CH3 double bond O plus H2, and this is called ketone. What do you call it? Ketone. Clear? This is also dehydrogenation. Just remember. Okay, now same way we can do for the tertiary also. Okay, tertiary alcohol, you see, please all of you, but in case of tertiary alcohol it is not possible that simply you remove the hydrogen. So here there should be a dehydration. What should be there? There should be a dehydration. So when we are doing the dehydration, what is going to happening over there? You remove the water molecule from there, and what you will get over there? CH3 double bond CH2 plus H2O. Okay, clear? Then this is called 2-methyl propene. The difference you got it, but means by this we can do the differentiate between the primary, secondary and the tertiary alcohol. And what you have seen there, primary and secondary alcohols are easily dehydrogenated. In a primary we have made aldehydes, in a secondary we have made ketones. Okay, but tertiary alcohols are dehydrated. There is a dehydration, means it's difficult to remove the hydrogen from there. This was the reaction where we are considering the again distinguishing with the copper. Okay students, then after that but we are having a very important test, that is a iodoform test. Which test is here? Iodoform test. But iodoform test we are going to study in the next chapter also, aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid. But here also we will do here. And just remember one thing here before starting this test, all the alcohols which contain, just wait, which will contain CH3 CHOH group, CH3 CHOH group, okay, or you can say methyl carbonyl, can be distinguished from the others, or only they will give the iodoform test. What they will do, only they will give the iodoform test. Okay, now I will show you with some examples. You must see, all of you. Yeah, all of you see there now. Suppose I am writing there CH3 CH2OH. I am giving its reaction with the I2. But a balancing you have to take care by your own. NaOH. Okay, and what I am getting over there? CHI3. This is the iodoform. HCOONA plus 5NaI plus 5H2O. Okay, now you see what I told you in the starting is, though it means it is giving this ethanol is giving a iodoform test. You know why ethanol is giving iodoform test? What I told you over there, that CH3 CHOH, this type of molecule will give the iodoform test. And now you see in this only, this H can come down, तो ये क्या बन गया? CH3 CHOH is there or not there? Okay, that is why it is giving the iodoform test. Clear? Now same way, if you will do this reaction with the methanol, let it be, this is the methanol plus I2 plus NaOH. Can you give the iodoform reaction over there? No, it is not possible. Why not possible? Because it is CH3OH. What we required for the iodoform? CH3 CHOH. Okay, then only iodoform test can be done. And students, very some other reactions are there that we are going to do in a next chapter regarding the iodoform test. But till then, you remember with these two examples only. I hope you are getting my point about this iodoform test. Okay, students, thank you very much to all of you.